Number 1. The Roswell UFO Incident. In 1947, an unidentified object crashed near Roswell, New Mexico, sparking rumors of a UFO cover-up. The U.S. military initially reported recovering a flying disc, but later claimed it was a weather balloon. The incident has since become a cornerstone of UFO lore, with conspiracy theories suggesting alien bodies and spacecraft were recovered and hidden by the government. Over the decades, the Roswell incident has fueled countless books, documentaries, and debates about extraterrestrial life and government secrecy. Number 2. The Zodiac Killer. In the late 1960s and early 1970s, the Zodiac Killer terrorized the San Francisco Bay Area, murdering at least 5 people and taunting police with cryptic letters and ciphers. Despite an extensive investigation and numerous suspects, the killer's identity remains unknown. The Zodiac's letters, which included ciphers that have only been partially solved, added to the mystery and fear surrounding the case. The case has spawned numerous books, documentaries, and movies, maintaining public interest and speculation. Number 3. The Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle, an area between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, is infamous for the mysterious disappearances of ships and airplanes. Theories about the triangle range from natural phenomena like magnetic anomalies and methane hydrates to supernatural explanations such as alien abductions and time warps. Despite extensive studies, no definitive explanation has been found. The Bermuda Triangle continues to captivate the imagination, with numerous books, documentaries, and theories exploring its mysteries. Number 4. The Mystery of the Lost Colony of Roanoke. In 1587, over 100 settlers established the Roanoke colony on Roanoke Island, North Carolina. By 1590, the colony was found deserted with no trace of the settlers. Only the word Croatoan carved into a post and CRO etched into a tree. The fate of the Roanoke colonists remains one of America's oldest mysteries. Theories abound, including assimilation with local Native American tribes, death by disease or starvation, or attack by hostile forces. Recent archaeological discoveries have provided some clues, but the full story of the lost colony remains elusive. Number 5. The Mystery of D.B. Cooper. In 1971, a man known as D.B. Cooper hijacked a plane, extorted $200,000 in ransom, and parachuted into the wilderness of the Pacific Northwest. Despite extensive searches and investigations, Cooper was never found, and his fate remains a mystery. The case remains the only unsolved skyjacking in U.S. history and continues to fascinate the public and investigators. Various theories about Cooper's identity and fate have emerged over the years, but none have been definitively proven. Number 6. The Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster, or Nessie, is a creature said to inhabit Loch Ness in Scotland. Reports of sightings date back to ancient times, but the legend gained worldwide attention in the 1930s with the publication of alleged photographs. Despite extensive investigations, including sonar explorations and underwater cameras, no conclusive evidence of Nessie's existence has been found. The Loch Ness Monster remains one of the world's most famous cryptids, attracting tourists and researchers to the Scottish Highlands. Number 7. The Mystery of the Hindenburg Disaster. In 1937, the German passenger airship Hindenburg caught fire and crashed while attempting to land in Lakehurst, New Jersey. The disaster killed 36 people and marked the end of the airship era. The cause of the fire has been the subject of extensive investigation and debate, with theories ranging from static electricity and sabotage to structural failure. The Hindenburg disaster remains a poignant chapter in aviation history, illustrating the risks and challenges of early air travel. Number 8. The Mystery of the Tunguska Event. In 1908, a massive explosion occurred near the Tunguska River in Siberia, flattening trees over an area of 250 square kilometers. The cause of the explosion remains unknown, with the leading theory being the airburst of a meteoroid or comet. Despite extensive investigations, no impact crater or definitive evidence has been found. The Tunguska event remains one of the most intriguing mysteries in modern history, highlighting the potential dangers of near-Earth objects. Number 9. The Mystery of the Boston Strangler. Between 1962 and 1964, a series of murders in Boston, Massachusetts were attributed to a single perpetrator known as the Boston Strangler. 13 women were killed, and Albert DeSalvo confessed to the murders, although doubts about his guilt and the involvement of others persist. DNA evidence has linked DeSalvo to at least one of the murders, but questions remain about whether he was the sole killer. The case continues to be studied and debated, reflecting the complexities of criminal investigations. Number 10. The Lindbergh baby kidnapping. In 1932, the son of famed aviator Charles Lindbergh was kidnapped from his home in New Jersey and later found dead. Bruno Hauptmann was convicted and executed for the crime. but doubts about his guilt and the involvement of others persist. The case remains one of America's most notorious kidnappings and a landmark in criminal justice history. The kidnapping led to the Lindbergh Law, which made kidnapping a federal offense, and continues to be a subject of fascination and controversy. Number 11. The Great Chicago Fire. In 1871, a massive fire swept through Chicago, Illinois, destroying thousands of buildings and killing hundreds of people. The exact cause of the fire remains unknown, with legends attributing it to Mrs. O'Leary's cow kicking over a lantern. The disaster reshaped the city's history and architecture, leading to stricter building codes and fire safety regulations. The rebuilding of Chicago after the fire is a testament to the city's resilience and innovation, with the disaster paving the way for modern skyscraper design. Number 12. The Mystery of the Winchester Mystery House. Sarah Winchester, widow of the rifle magnate William Winchester, began building the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California in 1884. Construction continued around the clock until her death in 1922. The mansion, with its maze-like design, staircases leading to nowhere, and numerous oddities, was allegedly built to appease the spirits of those killed by Winchester rifles. The house is now a popular tourist attraction, known for its architectural curiosities and ghostly legends. Number 13. The Pearl Harbor Attack. On December 7, 1941, Japan launched a surprise attack on the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, leading the United States to enter World War II. The attack killed over 2,400 Americans and damaged or destroyed numerous ships and aircraft. Pearl Harbor remains a pivotal moment in American history, symbolizing the nation's resilience and unity. The attack is commemorated annually, and the USS Arizona Memorial stands as a tribute to the lives lost. The events of Pearl Harbor continue to be studied and remembered, emphasizing the importance of vigilance and preparedness. Number 14. The Mystery of the Jersey Devil. The Jersey Devil is a legendary creature said to inhabit the Pine Barrens of New Jersey. Descriptions of the creature vary, but it is often depicted as a winged, hooved beast with a piercing scream. The legend dates back to the 18th century, with numerous sightings and reports over the years. The Jersey Devil remains a prominent figure in New Jersey folklore, inspiring festivals, books, and investigations into its origins and sightings. Number 15. The Manhattan Project. During World War II, the United States developed the atomic bomb in a secret project known as the Manhattan Project. Led by prominent scientists like Robert Oppenheimer and involving thousands of workers, the project culminated in the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. These bombings ended the war but left a controversial legacy, raising ethical questions about nuclear weapons and their impact on humanity. The Manhattan Project's success changed the course of history, ushering in the atomic age and a new era of geopolitical dynamics. Number 16. The Great Train Robbery. In 1963, a gang of robbers stopped a Royal Mail train in England and stole over $2.6 million. The heist, known as the Great Train Robbery, became one of the most famous crimes of the 20th century. While many of the robbers were eventually caught and convicted, much of the stolen money was never recovered. The crime has been the subject of numerous books, films, and documentaries, capturing the public's imagination with its daring execution and the mystery of the missing loot. Number 17. The Mystery of the Black Knight Satellite. The Black Knight Satellite is an alleged extraterrestrial satellite said to orbit Earth. Conspiracy theories claim it has been orbiting for thousands of years, based on various unidentified objects spotted in space. NASA and other experts attribute these sightings to space debris, photographic artifacts, or natural phenomena, but the mystery persists. The Black Knight Satellite remains a popular topic in UFO lore and conspiracy theories, inspiring debates about the existence of extraterrestrial technology. Number 18. The Mystery of the Yeti. The Yeti, also known as the Abominable Snowman, is a legendary ape-like creature said to inhabit the Himalayan mountains. Numerous expeditions and investigations have sought to find evidence of the Yeti, with various alleged sightings and footprints reported over the years. Despite extensive searches, no conclusive proof of the Yeti's existence has been found. The legend of the Yeti continues to capture the public's imagination, contributing to ongoing debates between skeptics and believers. Number 19. The Philadelphia Experiment. The Philadelphia Experiment is an alleged military experiment that took place in 1943, purportedly involving the U.S. Navy destroyer escort USS Eldridge. According to the story, the ship was rendered invisible to enemy devices and teleported from Philadelphia to Norfolk, Virginia, and back. Witnesses claim that crew members suffered from disorientation and severe burns, with some reportedly fused to the ship's structure. Despite numerous investigations, no evidence supports the occurrence of the experiment, but the story persists in conspiracy theory circles and has inspired numerous books and films. Number 20, The Mystery of the Dancing Plague. In 1518, residents of Strasbourg, France, experienced a bizarre phenomenon where people began dancing uncontrollably for days, sometimes until they collapsed or died from exhaustion. Known as the dancing plague or dancing mania, the cause of this mass hysteria is still debated. Theories range from ergot poisoning, a hallucinogenic mold, to psychological stress and social contagion. The dancing plague remains one of the strangest and most inexplicable mass hysteria events in history.